Hi guys, it's Elliot here from AdFeeder. It's Wednesday afternoon, the sun's out, and we've got a whole batch of automotive and technology news. Let's go. The Goodwood Festival of Speed is the pinnacle of the automotive calendar. It's a chance to revel in the sights, sounds and smells of the world's rarest and most exciting cars, both old and new. The event at the Sussex venue will take place on the 8th to the 11th of July, but had actually been in doubt after the government delayed the lifting of social distancing measures and the limits on mass events due to the ongoing coronavirus case levels. That then casted doubt on Goodwood's plans, but the event has since been confirmed on social media that it's been named as part of the Events Research Programme, or the ERP, which has run a number of scientific studies at a number of events over this year. The decision means that all ticket, grandstand and hospitality pass holders will be able to attend as planned, including those who rolled over tickets from the cancelled 2020 event. As part of the ERP study, everyone attending the festival must have either received 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccines within 14 days of the event, or show proof of a negative lateral flow test within 48 hours of attending. But that's a small price to pay to have a weekend full of motorsport. It's fantastic news for enthusiasts, and despite Goodwood's moderately successful Speed Week that was held behind closed doors and broadcasted live last year, fans have been begging for a taste of the real thing ever since lockdown started. The iconic hill climb will once again come alive with the sound of F1 cars, drift cars and everything else in between. Let us know in the comments what you're most excited to see at the Goodwood weekend. Are we ever going to get bored of new features on TikTok? Probably not. This week, TikTok is announcing new features that will let users embed mini apps called jumps into their videos. For example, if someone is making a cooking video, they could then embed a link to the recipe app Whisk, which would allow viewers to pull up the recipe sheet inside of TikTok with the tap of a button. This makes perfect sense in the grand scheme of things, and isn't likely to disrupt the simplistic nature of TikTok too much either. Quite often creators are promoting a product or service in some way, meaning the quick link to a purpose-built app within the TikTok app will extend the user's experience even further. TikTok has worked with a select group of companies to develop jumps, including Whisk, Wikipedia, Tablelog, and in its announcement, it says that companies including BuzzFeed and IRL will have jumps coming soon, and it's opening the applications up for developers who want to create their own experiences. And this got us thinking for things in the automotive world. If you were to watch a 30-second or 60-second video on TikTok with an app that then went straight into the car manufacturers or even the landing page to that specific car, that could then lead to test drives, inquiries, or even purchases made directly through TikTok. Now that's not something I ever thought I'd say. It's the unmistakable howl of the 5.2 litre V10 or the relentless spool of the inline 5 that was synonymous with the Quattro. There are some brands out there with engines that are so iconic they become the real heroes of the cars that were sold. Although fantastic in so many ways, Audi's engines were often what set them apart. For lovers of a good old rumbling engine, it does look as though the end is in sight. And with the silent revolution now in full swing, rumours are suggesting that Audi will launch its final combustion engine in 2026. Audi's range of electric vehicles is rapidly expanding. Since the 2018 launch of its first e-tron SUV, it has now launched the e-tron GT Fastback as well as the Q4 e-tron crossovers, and is soon to be revealing the A6 e-tron, as well as the Q5 e-tron in 2022. In fact, nearly every mainstream passenger car in the Audi lineup is now available with a plug-in hybrid powertrain. Despite the deadline being set at 2030, it seems as though the middle of the decade is a target for many brands. Jaguar have already confirmed that they will be reinvented as an EV-only luxury brand in 2025, with Mini set to launch its final combustion engine in 2025 too. The automotive industry is certainly going through one huge change right now, and we're all a little excited, but also a little hesitant at what's around the corner. We know that Audi can make some incredible cars, and it seems as though these electric ones are no different. But can an electric car pack in the same raw emotion as that inline 5 from the Audi Quattro? Time will tell with that one. Now this last topic is a little bit different. We usually end the Web Wednesday with another car or technology feature. But this time, we wanted to talk about ourselves for a change. Here at AdFeeder, our main goal is not just to save our clients bags of money on their digital marketing, but it's also to share our knowledge and experience with the world. We understand that selling cars in 2021 is now more complex than ever before, with online research and even full purchases dominating the way that people get their next car. Gone are the days of having potential buyers aimlessly wander around a forecourt hoping to stumble upon their dream car. Nowadays, buyers are loaded with quite often more information and awareness than some of the guys employed to sell these cars, and that's all down to the internet. As a business, it's important to consider where your customers are coming from, and whilst you might get a chance appearance in one in the showroom inquiring about that nearly new model parked at the front, it's likely they've actually spent hours, days, or even weeks researching that brand, model, price, and even the nearest car dealer. That car dealer actually turned out to be your showroom. So it's important to understand why they've come to you. This is why having such a strong online presence and a user experience that is easy to navigate is so important. In fact, 96% of car buyers use digital as a source of information. So that's where we come in, and we want your help with this. Whether you're looking for some advice on how to get the most out of your Google My Business account, or ensure that your PPC campaigns are smashing those targets, make sure you're following us on our social media platforms to get up to speed on a huge range of topics. We're aiming to put the fun back into digital marketing. It's an industry that's bombarded with stats and often confusing anagrams. It's an industry that feels like it changes every single hour, but with some simple tips and helpful guides, you'll soon become the master of all things digital marketing. As always, thank you so much for watching the episode, and stay tuned next week where we bring you more news from the world of automotive and tech.